My name is Maximiliano Firtman. I'm an independent consultant doing web development and also mobile development, and now doing also AI. And my session was about how to use ChatGPT and AI for web development. Well, actually, GPT is a technical term that now has also a marketing idea. So from a marketing side, now because GPT, when we say GPT, we know that it's ChatGPT, so we know what it is. So OpenAI has created a noun of that then you can create your own ChatGPT that is known as your own GPT. So you can create the GPT for example, web development that can answer questions only on web development. So to create your own GPT, you need first a ChatGPT Plus account, and then you can customize ChatGPT. You don't need to be a developer or a designer. However, you can also upload your own data to that custom GPT, and you can have your own services. So if you have a web service and you want that custom GPT to query your own services, you create the plugin first. So you need to create the ChatGPT plugin and then you set up that plugin in your custom GPT. So it's kind of a mix. So from a web designer's point of view, it seems like if you have the data in PDF or in HTML and you want that custom GPT to use that data to answer questions, then you just upload the files. But if it's a database, so if the services are in a database or it's a more complex business logic, then you create an API, like a RESTful API. And with that RESTful API, you create the plugin, and then you set up your GPT to use that plugin. Well, from a user's perspective, if the user is just anyone that is talking to the model, the only way that you have to reduce hallucination is to use the best possible model, so the largest model available, and what is typically known as prompt engineering. So the better the prompt, the more accurate the result. But from a developer's point of view, from let's say a front-end or back-end people point of view, what happens is that when you talk to these models, there is a variable known as temperature. So on that variable, you can tweak that variable, and the closest to zero on that variable, the less hallucinations that you will get. And if you ask me, okay, so why is not everyone using zero as the temperature? Because when you do that, the model becomes so deterministic that it will always answer the same thing. So it loses creativity, it loses that kind of human touch, and so that's why typically you change that variable. So then you can like fine-tune that temperature value until you are happy that you don't have too many hallucinations, and it's still creative and working for your purpose. So from a dev's perspective, then the way to deal with that is the temperature variable and also prompt engineering. Yeah, it's actually, I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT says it's the best conference for UI lovers, right?